Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into a legendary topic that shaped the Marvel Universe as we know it. We will explore the oldest and most ancient characters in Marvel's history, beings who existed long before the Avengers or the X-Men came to be. If you love cosmic lore, powerful immortals, and deep comic book history, this video is for you. Make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment with your favorite ancient character, and subscribe so you never miss any future content. Let's jump into this epic journey through Marvel's past. Neymar was created by the legendary Bill Everett and first made his official debut in Marvel Comics #1 in 1939. Originally intended for an unpublished promotional comic, he instead became one of Marvel's earliest characters. In his first story, titled The Submariner, Neymar confronts the surface world after humans violate the boundaries of his underwater kingdom. This short tale serves as both his introduction and origin, establishing his fierce defense of Atlantis. Often torn between hero and anti-hero, Neymar has remained a powerful figure in the Marvel Universe. As the ruler of Atlantis, his loyalty lies first with his people, often bringing him into conflict with Earth's heroes. Over the decades, he has fought alongside and against the Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. His complex identity as a mutant, monarch, and environmental defender keeps him relevant even today. Neymar's legacy truly began the golden age of Marvel storytelling. Clairvoyante was the original Black Widow, long before Natasha Romanoff became a fan favorite on the big screen. Created by George Capitan and Harry Sal, she debuted in Mystic Comics #4 in 1940 as a dark, supernatural anti-hero. Claire was a spirit medium who served the will of Satan, punishing evil souls and sending them straight to hell. Unlike modern spies and assassins, her role was mystical and deeply rooted in horror-style storytelling. Her deadly touch could end lives instantly, making every handshake a potential death sentence. She wore a bold, shadowy costume that was decades ahead of its time in both design and presence. Claire's version of Black Widow brought a gothic twist to early Marvel comics, offering a rare female lead in an era dominated by male heroes. Her legacy helped pave the way for future heroines in the Marvel Universe. Arcus was the first character to bear the name Vision in Marvel Comics, long before the synthezoid we know today. Created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, he made his debut in Marvel Mystery Comics #13 in 1940. Arcus hailed from an alien dimension called Smoke World and served as an interdimensional law enforcer. With his bald head, flowing cape, and mysterious powers, he stood out as a unique cosmic protector in the early Marvel universe. Often compared to DC's Abin Sur, Arcus laid the foundation for Marvel's exploration of cosmic storytelling. Though he eventually faded into obscurity, the concept of Vision would be reimagined decades later as the android Avenger. Arcus still appears occasionally, serving as a nod to Marvel's Golden Age roots. His role as a cosmic pioneer helped shape the path for many powerful beings that followed. Captain America made his powerful debut in Captain America Comics #1 in 1941, famously punching Hitler on the cover during the height of World War II. Created by the legendary team of Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, the issue also introduced two key characters who would become central to his story: his loyal partner Bucky Barnes and his archenemy Red Skull. The villain was seemingly defeated in that very first tale, but he would return again and again to haunt Steve Rogers across decades. This issue wasn't just the birth of a patriotic superhero, it launched one of Marvel's most enduring legacies. Captain America became a symbol of justice and resilience, while Bucky's tragic fate and later return as the Winter Soldier deepened the mythos. Red Skull evolved into a persistent threat tied to global tyranny. Together, their origins in this Golden Age comic still impact the Marvel Universe today. Groot made his first appearance in Tales to Astonish, #13 in November 1960, long before becoming the lovable guardian of the galaxy, known for saying only 3 words. Created by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and Larry Lieber, this original version of Groot was introduced as a massive alien monster from Planet X with plans to conquer Earth. Unlike the modern incarnation, he was a terrifying invader bent on domination rather than a heroic tree being. Early Groot spoke full sentences and had a more sinister presence, fitting the sci-fi horror style popular at the time. He was portrayed as a towering threat with powerful abilities, not the endearing sidekick we know today. Over time, Groot was reimagined, evolving into a gentle but strong protector with a childlike innocence. Despite this transformation, his roots in Marvel's monster comics remain a fascinating piece of history. The Fantastic Four made their official debut in Fantastic Four #1 in November 1961, marking a new era for Marvel superheroes. Created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, the team included Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm, and a new version of the Human Torch. After a failed space mission exposed them to cosmic radiation, each gained unique powers. Their origin launched the modern Marvel Universe, blending science fiction with grounded human dynamics. The series introduced heroes with emotional depth, relatable flaws, and a strong sense of family. The Fantastic Four quickly became pop culture icons, leading the way for countless Marvel titles that followed. Unlike many superheroes of the time, their adventures often focused on interpersonal struggles and complex relationships. They weren't just a team, they were a family, and that heart helped define Marvel's storytelling for generations. Aunt May made her first comic book appearance in Strange Tales #97 in January 1962, several months before Spider-Man's official debut. Created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, she appeared alongside Uncle Ben in a story called Goodbye to Linda Brown. In that tale, the Parkers care for a wheelchair-bound girl who is later revealed to be a mermaid returning to Atlantis. While unrelated to Spider-Man lore at the time, the seeds of her character were already planted. She was portrayed as a kind and protective woman, themes that would carry over into her future role as Peter Parker's guardian. When Spider-Man finally debuted in Amazing Fantasy #15, Aunt May was reintroduced as a central figure in Peter's life. Over the years, she has evolved from a frail old lady into a more active and wise presence. Her early debut showcases just how foundational she has always been to Marvel's emotional core. Hank Pym made his debut in Tales to Astonish #27 in January 1962, created by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and Larry Lieber. In this early story, he wasn't yet Ant-Man, but rather a brilliant scientist testing a shrinking formula. After reducing himself to insect size, he becomes trapped in an ant colony, facing danger at every turn. Though he manages to escape, the experience convinces him to abandon his discovery, fearing the risks it poses. This tale planted the seeds for what would become one of Marvel's most complex heroes. Hank Pym's obsession with science and discovery eventually drives him to become Ant-Man, and later assume identities like Giant Man and Yellow Jacket. His intellect is unmatched, but so is his struggle with the consequences of his inventions. From superheroics to personal demons, Pym's journey highlights the thin line between brilliance and recklessness. Hulk burst onto the scene in The Incredible Hulk #1, released in May 1962, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The comic tells the classic origin story of scientist Bruce Banner, who is exposed to gamma radiation during a bomb test and transforms into a monstrous being whenever he feels stress or anger. This transformation symbolizes uncontrollable rage, quickly making Hulk one of Marvel's most iconic characters. Uninterestingly, in his first appearance, Hulk spoke clearly and was gray, not green. The change to green happened later due to printing issues, and his limited speech came afterward as the character evolved. Over time, Hulk's story deepened, exploring the complex relationship between Banner's intellect and the Beast's raw power. This duality remains central to his appeal and ongoing popularity. Thor, a god from Norse mythology, has existed for centuries long before Marvel introduced him to comics. Interestingly, a different version appeared in the 1950s in Venus Thor 12, alongside Loki. However, the official Marvel Thor made his debut in Journey into Mystery #83 in August 1962. Created by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and Larry Lieber, Thor's story began when Dr. Donald Blake discovers a mysterious staff during an alien encounter and transforms into the God of Thunder by striking it against a rock. This origin introduced a unique dual identity, where Blake's mortal side contrasts with Thor's divine power. Thor quickly became a symbol of strength, honor, and heroism within the Marvel Universe. His struggles balance godly responsibilities with human emotions, making him a complex and relatable hero. Over time, Thor's adventures expanded across realms, bringing mythological depth to Marvel's cosmic storytelling. Thanks for watching this dive into Marvel's oldest heroes and legends. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment your favorite character, and subscribe for more content. Your support means a lot and helps the channel grow. Stay tuned for more epic stories coming soon.